Hello, years 3, 4, 5 and 6, Mrs. Foley here. Our next French lesson, I think you can probably guess from the picture what we might be doing. We're going to, hopefully at the end of this, create a nice picture of a monster face, and we're going to label it with adjectives. And some adjectives go before the noun, that's the facial features, and some adjectives go after the noun. So we're going to learn a little bit about that today. There are 7 nouns on this picture, that's the 7 bits of the face, and 4 of them are highlighted in pink, and those are the feminine nouns, and then the blue ones I've highlighted in blue, and they are the masculine nouns. Also, the word the in front of them, if it's feminine, it will be la, and if it's masculine, it would be le. If it's plural, it's les. So if you say after me, la tête, la bouche, les dents, les oreilles. So head and mouth are feminine. Teeth and ears are plural feminine. But we noticed, or you may have noticed, we didn't pronounce the S on les dents because it starts with a consonant, but les oreilles, we pronounce the S because it starts with a vowel. And then we're going to just do the masculine ones. Le nez, les yeux, les cheveux. So le nez is masculine. You don't pronounce the Z either. Lots of silent letters in French. Les yeux. Notice I pronounce the S. Y, a bit like in English, is sometimes counted as a vowel. So we pronounce the S if it's followed by a word beginning with Y as an exception to the rule. And then les cheveux, hair, that's just straightforward. It starts with a consonant, so we don't pronounce the S. Masculine and feminine colours. We add an E for feminine. If the word already ends in E, such as rouge or rose or jaune or orange, it just stays the same. If it doesn't have an E on, we add it for a feminine word for blue, green and black, and HE for white, and blanc, and then TE for purple, so violet becomes violet. Okay, we pronounce the T on the end when it's feminine. In French, the adjective usually comes after the noun it describes, so we say, for instance, un chat bleu, a cat blue. That literally translates, but in French we always put colours after the noun. So un chat bleu, un chat marron, un chat jaune. Adjectives describing size or length come before the noun, and again we add E if it's a feminine noun. Grand or grande, petit or petite, long and long stays the same. If the noun is plural, we add an S, but usually do not pronounce it unless it's followed by a vowel. Hair and teeth. People think it's plural because it's you know, more than one hair, more than one tooth, but actually because of the word, it's counted as singular in French as well as English actually. Okay, so here is the story. I'm just going to read the story out and then you just listen to it. Où est le monstre? Le monstre a 2 yeux violets, un long nez rouge, une grande bouche verte, avec des dents oranges, 2 grandes oreilles bleues et une tête jaune avec les cheveux marrons. Your task. Draw a picture, or paint, or colour paper cut out and stick, Anything you like, really. You could do it on the computer as well. Generate a computer generated picture. It should be quite easy to do. And you will need to make sure you do it in this order, like the story. So eyes first, then nose, then mouth, teeth, ears, head, and hair at the end. However, if you're doing cut and stick, it might be easier, or if you're doing a computer generated one, actually to start off with a head first and then put your features inside. But make sure it's quite big so you can fit them all in. That's a sort of suggested order, which might be helpful for some of you. Once you've done your picture, I want you to have a go at labelling it according to the story. So if you decide to do 2 orange ears, you would say deux grandes oreilles orange instead of bleu. Okay, so you would have to label it similar to the story but in your own colours that you have chosen. This might be useful to remind you of the colour spellings and what they look like when they've got E added onto the end. And I've just done a reminder of grand, petit and long, which is also used in the story. I look forward to seeing your pictures. It will be fabulous to see some labels with the adjectives before or after the noun. So remember, colours come after the noun and grand, petit and long come before the noun. Look forward to seeing your picture and the photos of your work. Au revoir!